The problem is, we live here on a nice curve where you cannot see the traffic coming. And the kids like to ride their bike. So step one in the car alarm box was to take a whole bunch of images. So over several weeks, I took thousands of images of cars going up and down the street. There's 1,752 images of the front of cars driving down the street. Did the same thing with them going the other way, and other random things like dogs and people walking and squirrels and such. Step two, I had AI help me write some code that said, is this the front of a vehicle coming at us, or is it anything else? Then I stuck that model that was built on a server. And here's how it works. Oh, in the treehouse, we have the brains of the operation. The tiny little camera up there, beautifully shielded from the snow by a random piece of wood, is barely secured by anything. And it just sits there and looks up the road. Up in the treehouse. So as everyone does with their electronics, they put it in a box and put a bunch of heavy rocks on it so it won't blow away. If I take the rocks off, I have a Raspberry Pi that is sitting there running the webcam. Then I also have the old magnetic system driveway alarm, and that is wired into the I/O ports on the Pi. The box, and there's a timer on it so they can see how long they've set it for. They shouldn't set it to 8 hours, but they do. And then the little light comes on so they can all see that it's on. And then it will alert them if a car comes by. Inside is pretty simple. The Shelly Gen 4 device here, and he is just plugged into this little outlet, and he receives the signal from the Pi to tell him when to blare the siren. There it goes. What if we do something like this? Follow, 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 follow. He goes up the street, and nothing happens because he's not the front of a car.